I'm teaching massively awesome steampunk in my Fun Fab Drawing Club. If you are not a member, you should be. It's awesome fun. So first thing I do, we have a lot of different classrooms in there. Are these upside down? We have a lot of different classrooms in there, and each classroom has a theme. And when I do a theme, I go all in, baby. I'm obsessed. Look, it has it has like moving parts, like tarot cards. I don't know, just because the art is cool. Books, I have like a stack of books right here. And I also buy images so that we can draw them. This one else, Steampunk Imperium. I got this actually at a used bookstore for $3.99. Thank you very much. I gather up all this inspiration and then I make art lessons around all this crazy inspiration. Here's some of the art projects that we're going to be making. We're going to kind of start off slow. I don't know if you have watched it, but my husband and I are actually going to teach, I'm actually going to teach him how to draw this. We go step by step. And then in my drawing club, we are going to continue this party all for actually a few months. So then I'm going to teach you how to color it in with alcohol markers, which are super fun. These are actually all like 50-cent, very cheap alcohol markers. And then I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive on how to do metals, because everything in steampunk is like shiny, right? It's like shiny copper. All this, the rust in copper. I've actually since sorted my markers into a gold bucket and a copper bucket, and then I also have like a silver bucket. But we are going to do a deep dive into how to render metals, which is really interesting. So this is just one way to do it in alcohol markers. And then so we have our gold, silver, and our copper. And then I wanted to segue that into some more advanced projects. We kind of like start slow with the basics, and then we're gonna like slowly kick it up a notch as we go. So I made this really cool steampunk dragonfly. Now I used paint, like a paint marker for all the gold part. I wish I had done that part in alcohol markers too. It's kind of shiny. I think it would look better. But you live and you learn. I'm still happy with it though. It's still pretty cool. And then we're gonna do this one. I just did this one today. So I release new lessons every other week so that you have time to do them and you don't get kind of overwhelmed. So this one is actually made from, this was the reference, and this is all freehand. We do it step by step in real time. None of my lessons are ever sped up or anything. They're unedited. If I make a mistake, I don't edit out anything. And actually I do all the time. This went through a pretty long, ugly stage. So when I'm in the ugly stage, you can be over there right with me. And then we work how to get out of it together. So this is colored in with watercolor markers, actually. That's about as fancy as we get as far as supplies go in the drawing club. I actually like to keep it pretty basic with the supplies because the emphasis is all on the drawing. Like drawing is number one. There is an equal emphasis on coloring, but I keep the supplies to a minimum. So we do a lot of alcohol marker work, and then we do like a little bit of watercolor marker. But like, how cool is that? So like Tombos, for this project, I use watercolor markers, but Tombos, of which I also have like 1,000. You could also use that as well. And then I'll teach you how to do all the little highlights and my secret for the little, the outlines. I'm obsessed with these brush sign pens from Pentel. Those are amazing. They're my secret little weapon. Those are also amazing for doing eyelashes. Okay, and then I want to do a dirigible. I think that's how you say it. A few of my members have sent me some references they wanted to see if we could tackle, and one of them was a really cool big like flying balloony things. So we're gonna do one of those. This one I'm obsessed with. I definitely want to do this guy and see if we can do him. I don't know if we maybe, I was thinking about tone paper. I actually think I might do her on tone paper. So I think we will simplify all this business on top. That's a lot to digest. So we'll probably do a reference mashup. So that's when I take like a primary one, like we make like her face as close as we can, and then we would mash it up with like a simpler version. And then so like this is like that's my Fun Fab face that I do in my Fun Fab style, which is based on my Fun Fab Faces book series. And then I mashed it with like our actual like hat that we actually have. Okay, so that way you can take, this is from my imagination, but you can take a reference in real life or a reference that you have the rights or permission to use, and then you can match them together to make an entirely new work of art. So we do tons of that in the drawing club. Now, if you're into steampunk and you love to draw, you should totally come and join us. I actually keep doors closed all year round. You normally have to just sit on the wait list. I'm obsessed with this dude. But anywho, you should come and join. It's $33 a month. And we're going to be doing steampunk, I think, for at least 3 months, just to be totally honest with you. But when you join, you're not just getting these lessons. And actually, I will share my computer screen so I can show you what else you get, because it's bananas what else you're getting along with that. And the reason I'm letting you know that is because in case like come lesson 2, you're like, actually, I freaking hate steampunk. This is way too hard. You have access to literally hundreds of other lessons. All right, let me show you what you get in addition to all of the steampunk lessons, which are going to roll out over the course of the next few months. So that first one is out already. The steampunk girl, that's all rendered in. She's out, and the other ones release every other week. I think I said that. I just want to be really, really clear. I have students that are a member of all 3 of my clubs. So I release lessons every other week to make sure that no one gets overwhelmed, because I give so many things. All right. So in addition to all the steampunk, you also get immediate access to my 8 foundational classrooms. This is really, we call this our artist accelerator. So if you've never done art before, you can literally start at stage 0 and go through all of these classrooms, stage 1 through 7, and get really good really fast. That's why we call it accelerator. So the beginners just follow these in a row. And all of this is included in the monthly membership, which is $33. But this is each classroom because they're all contained lessons within each, and you get access to all of them. So if you're a beginner, you can start in these. If you're already intermediate, you can jump to stage 4 and 5. You don't have to do these, but this curriculum exists if you need it. So you might as well take advantage of it since you get it anyways. And if you're already advanced, you can actually do these super fun lessons in stage 6 and 7. So stage 6 is like realistic turned portraits. Stage 7 sets you up for learning my quadrant method, which is like how to copy things exactly, especially great for figures, and introduction to perspective too. We do so much more than just faces in the drawing club. So here's the whole accelerator program, and it is valued at $466. And my goal, this is my journey going from this to this to this. That is totally true. And if I can do it, girls and boys, you can do it too. And I'm very impatient. So I like to get everywhere I'm going to be going. I like to get there fast. So that is my superpower, is breaking things down and making it super fun and easy for you. You also get this jumbo guide. It's actually sitting right here. It's enormous. It's a 260-page giant paperback book. Everybody gets the digital copy. My quarterly, annual, and lifetime members get the free paperback mailed to them in the mail anywhere in the world. You'll also get my gigantic collection of drawing cheat sheets, which is 24, and that comes with video lessons, links, worksheets. It's also bananas. Oh, but wait, there's more. I also do monthly lives with just my members. So it's a very intimate, creative opportunity. You can ask questions, and we do art projects together, and it's super duper fun. And you can totally choose to follow me during those lives, or you can go your own way. Here's a really cute, adorable post by Valerie Shaughnessy, one of my favorite students who's super duper duper active. She does so many classes. She's so wonderful, and she's one of the very many supportive people who are also in our awesome Facebook group. Sometimes I'll throw you a new lesson, create random PDFs. This is an 8-page PDF I did on color themes, color theory. I also created an 80-page PDF, 80. I think it's actually 82 pages just for the steampunk module, because I'm an author. Like, books are my love language, and I just give you a million things. So you can have them for free. It's all included. And everything is recorded. So if you miss a live, you can just watch it back. So basically, you get the Artist Accelerator program, you get the 2 free books, and you get me live every single
month. But yeah, I'm actually not done yet because I do release new lessons every single month. So at least 2 every October. I give you 1 every Sunday, so that's 5 in October. Sometimes I do like a 3-part in like December. We did a really complex Norman Rockwell drawing that took us 3 weeks. So it just depends, but it's a minimum of 2 plus the live. So 3 new every single month. So that's a value of $741 for sure, rock solid, and you get it all for $33. Yeah. And actually, yeah, I haven't even mentioned the bonuses, my friend. There are 4 different payment plan options. So like I mentioned, Steampunk, that's where we're rocking and rolling to right now, friends. I am freaking fired up. Okay, and this is what we've done in the past, and you have access to all of this the second that you join. You have this sketch and expression series sketch sessions. I can't even talk. 19 lessons, so fun, and more coming. You have the Fun Fab Figures classroom, my personal favorite, where we learn not only my quadrant method for learning how to draw, but we also do a deep dive into how to make someone else's drawing completely different and make it entirely your own. That's super valuable. It's great to copy to learn, but it's even better to make something totally your own. So we do both in the drawing club. You also get my really fun Fab Fantasy classroom, which is super fun. I'm a super fantasy nerd as well. I have a whole club for fantasy people. If that's your jam, come check out the Celtic Collective. That is the club for you as well. We have Fun Fab Fingers, or How to Draw Amazing Hands. It's also accompanies one of my books. 31 super challenging but super amazing lessons. And like Jill says in this little testimonial, it literally will change the way you see forever. It's bananas. Fun Fab Facades. This is where you get to learn urban sketching with me. And we go over 1-point and 2-point interior and exterior and aerial perspective. And I also teach you how to make a cute little custom travel palette so you can do urban sketching wherever you are in the world. We have a adorable classroom filled with Fun Fab furry friends. So you can art your heart out in there. If you're in a bad mood, this is always where I head to first. We also have my renowned Whimsical Women of the World series. This also became a best-selling book, 5-rated star book on Amazon. And I do feature over 80 of my students in that book. Buy it, check it out. It's awesome. And these video classes are amazing if you love to draw faces. This is probably my favorite classroom of all. It's called Drawing the Decades. And we're actually have only gone up to the 60s, and then we derailed to do our sketch and expressions series for a while, but we are coming back. And that's what we're going to do after the summer. So we're doing Steampunk now. We're going to do a summer singing song series in the summer. So many S's. And then we're going to resume and we're going to jump back and dive into the 70s. Oh my God. So we do celebrities. It's so fun. So fun. We do everything from architecture. We do pets. We do all things. I love history. I love vintage, all of it. So that's my guilty pleasure, is that classroom for sure. And then you have these 4 additional classrooms. We have my entire 100 Fun Fab Faces challenge series, which honestly has changed the drawing game for legit a lot of people. We have Drawing the Dudes, we have some florals, and we have a lot of fun on toned paper. And we also have these bonus classrooms as well. We have Whimsical Faces and Random Fun. Oh, that little shoe is actually right next to me right here. There's that little shoe. We did that in one of our lives together. We have the whole Addams family, all of the Munsters, and we have some advanced portraits as well. So just so you know, yeah, all of that is included for $33 a month. It's valued at $6,961, and that does not include the giant 800, all the first things you get too. So all of that you get for free. And yeah, I'm not done yet, actually. I also give you my Skin Tone Secrets book, which is like, I'm not joking. I use this book all the time. All the time. You can ask my students. I use it for everything. I made it for myself, but because I was so sick of like having to swatch my markers every 5 seconds every time I did a face, because I do so many faces. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to figure out what all the best combinations are, and then I'm going to put them all in a book. And I also go over shading and light sources and like all of it. It's the best book. I just gave it to my members. There's a lot of perks for being a member, I just have to tell you. And I also give you, since a lot of my students also love mixed media, because I am a mixed media artist, I also gave you all of my cheat sheets for mixed media. You're welcome. So yeah, there is a lot. I also, it is overwhelming. I did also make a lesson tracker in case you're like, how the heck am I going to keep track of all that? Well, I made your book for that too. I told you, works are my love language. I'm not messing around. Okay, yeah, there is actually one more thing. I also have 4 YouTube channels because I can't shut up and I have a lot of things to talk about and things to teach. So I have this thing called the YouTube and Cheat Sheet Library. It's actually a subscription. It's a $12 a month subscription, and I also give you that totally free. So all my videos are here. I update it weekly, and all my cheat sheets are also in there as well. And these are more cheat sheets that aren't even in my books, because I'm always dropping like this 80-page PDF for Steampunk, like that 8-page color theory book. That's not in my books. Oh, I'll be right with you, Max. So I think my son is wandering around. I feel like I've chatted on too long. So there's a lot. If you want to learn more, you should hit the learn more button. And honestly, come and join us. It's bananas. We're doing steampunk and it's so much fun and you're going to love it.